Hello, my name is Dr. Joe Gilgore, and I'm the Dean of Student and Academic Support Services at State Fair Community College. I've asked all instructors to allow me some space on the Blackboard shell so that I can speak to you about a few things that I think you need to know about. So I appreciate your patience and thank you in advance for listening to this message. The first thing I want to talk to you about are some awards we have on campus. There are 3 awards, Instructor, Adjunct, and Staff of the Year, that are employee awards, but they're actually from students. And so I like to talk to students about these awards so that you understand your role in this process. Because honestly, without you, there are no awards, of course. Students nominate and students get to decide who wins these awards. There are 3 categories: Instructor, Adjunct, and Staff. Instructor and Adjunct are both teachers in the classroom. The Instructor of the Year would be for a full-time faculty member. Adjunct of the Year would be a part-time faculty member. So you may not know the difference when you're in class, whether they are full-time or part-time. There are a couple of ways you can find out. The first way is you can ask them. They'll tell you, it's not a secret. But maybe you don't want to ask them because you're thinking about nominating them for an award, and let's be honest, if you're asking that question, you're probably asking for the award. Why else would you be asking? So another way to find out is to look at your syllabus. If your instructor has an office space on a campus and office hours, then they are most likely a full-time faculty member. If they do not have an actual office or office hours, they're most likely a part-time or adjunct faculty member. And lastly, if you don't know and you just want to guess on the form, well, I'll fix it for you. The next category is Staff of the Year. Staff of the Year are full-time employees outside of the classroom. So I want you to think about people like your navigator. It's a great example. Or campus store, financial aid, admissions, the registrar's office, athletic coaches, residence hall, custodians. There's lots of people out there that count as full-time staff member. So you may appreciate a service, but you don't know who does it. So for instance, you may want to appreciate someone who keeps a building clean or a classroom clean on a campus if you attend any classes on campus. Well, you may not know who that person is, but somebody does clean those rooms every day. So you want to nominate them. You can just describe which room they clean, what you like about it, all of this information, and we know who does it so we can make sure the right name gets put on it. You may also, since you're watching this on a Blackboard shell, you may appreciate that whoever organizes Blackboard and administers that software, well, somebody actually does that. You probably will never meet that person, but that doesn't mean the work they do isn't valuable. So take a moment and think about a service that's provided at State Fair Community College. It could be in MyStar, it could be on the website, it could be lots of things. If you ever need tech support, whatever it is, there's definitely a person behind it, and we can make sure the right person gets on it. Just be very clear in describing what it is they do and where they do it. So if you go on the Campus Resources tab, you can click on the Instructor, Adjunct, and Staff Member Nomination form. When you do, it'll bring up a fillable form. You just fill it out, click Submit, and you're done. It's very, very simple. You can put as many people on there as you like, or you can fill out as many forms as you like, either way. But I would ask that when you fill out the form, you are very thorough with why this person needs to win. So, for instance, you may say, well, this instructor needs to win because they're so awesome. Well, that's great, and I bet they are awesome, no doubt. I will not argue with you about that. But unfortunately, that nomination's not going to win the award. The students that go through these nominations, they want to hear stories. They want to see how this person had an impact on your life, your education, your success. They want to see what this person did to make a difference. So be thorough. Explain what it was. Even if it's just good customer service, go ahead and describe it. What makes it so good? Why does it matter? And that's definitely going to help the person you nominate get closer to winning the award. If you don't want to nominate someone, which I can't imagine that, but if you don't want to, you can go to the Selection Committee application, which is right underneath that link on MyStar on the Campus Resources tab. You can be on the committee that gets to decide who the winners are. So I would encourage you to look into that if you don't want to nominate someone. But I know all of you that are listening to this broadcast, all of you can think of at least one person on campus or online or anywhere that works at State Fair Community College, any of our campuses, that deserves to be recognized. I know you can think of at least one person you've had a positive experience with that you could recognize for this award. So I want to encourage you to do that. Next thing I want to talk to you about is enrollment. From fall to spring, almost 20% of our students that are here right now at any of our State Fair Community College campuses or online do not return. That's a lot of students. That's almost 1,000 students. And so we don't like that. I hope you don't like that. But you didn't come here to drop out. And neither did that 20%, I bet. But they did. Something happened that made them not come back to school. And so some advice I can give you to be a part of the 80% plus that we're going to have this year be retained. Talk to your navigator regularly. Pop in on them. See how they're doing. Tell them how you're doing. Respond to them when they send you messages or phone calls. But talk to your navigator because they know what's best and they have a lot of resources for you available. You can also make an appointment with them immediately to start talking about spring enrollment. You cannot enroll in spring as of the time of this recording, but you can talk to them about a plan. You can work out a plan for spring of what kind of classes you should take, and then make an appointment with them for October 30th. And as of that day, get enrolled in all of your spring classes as soon as possible. I would bet some of that 20% that didn't return came back in January hoping to enroll in classes at the last minute and found there weren't many classes available. The classes they needed weren't there. Well, that's because they waited too long. If you enrolled in classes the week before they started this fall semester, maybe in August, you probably found that selection was very slim. And you may need all online or no online or a certain time of day or a certain instructor or just certain classes that fill up fast for your degree. Whatever it is, the earlier you can get enrolled, the better. If you enroll for the fall in April, you find that you have all kinds of choices of classes. If you enroll in August, you have very few choices. In fall semester, you have about 6 months to get into class. For spring semester, you only have about 6 weeks. And so it's important that you do it early and get in as many credit hours as you can. So when you're talking to your navigator, if you're a full-time student, I encourage you to take 15 credit hours. Data shows that students who take 15 credit hours per semester are actually more successful than those who take 12 credit hours. And so do this. But maybe you don't take 12 credit hours. Maybe you're not a full-time student. That's okay. I would recommend that you always look to your navigator. Once you make your schedule, always talk to your navigator and say something like, what would it look like if I took 3 more classes? 3 more credits. So maybe you don't, maybe you do, but they might have a class that's available that's second 8 weeks or online or something that may not interfere with your schedule like you thought it would, or a new class may have been added since you first looked at the schedule. There could be lots of options, but the important thing is that you're looking at taking 3 more credit hours per semester. If you take 3 more credit hours per semester, you're going to shave off at least a semester from your time at State Fair Community College. And what is an extra semester at State Fair? Well, it's extra money and probably some debt. We're very affordable, but why spend extra money if you don't have to? And we're not here to make money off of you. We want you to be successful. And so the faster you can get your degree, the faster you can get out of here and go on to whatever the next thing you're going to do, whether that's transferring or going to work, whatever it is. But stay the course, don't take semesters off, and make sure you're taking as many credit hours as you can each semester. Also, successful students in college typically are more involved students. If you have the opportunity to get involved in a student activity or campus event, then I encourage you to do so. Campus events are all over the place. There are lots of things to do, whether it be arts or theater or music, but you can also do student activities. If you text SFCC Fun to 81010, you will get activity updates on things that are going on. There's also updates posted on MyStar that you can have access to. And State Fair Community College Athletics has games all year long, so go to sfccmoroadrunners.com for all the schedules. If you want to be involved in some other things on campus, whether it be a focus group or a committee, then please go to the Campus Resources tab and fill out the Student Focus Group and Committee application. This application will put you in a group of people that allows you to be chosen for focus groups where we can gather your opinion and your ideas for the campus. Also, it makes you eligible to be on committees that may be ran by employees that may be working for the betterment of classes, the betterment of the State Fair Community College. It may review survey data of students. Either way, it gives you a great opportunity to be involved in your college. So I encourage you to fill out that form and be actively involved on campus. If you need help, if you need assistance, there's always your navigator, of course, as someone you can talk to. You can also talk to myself. You can talk to your instructors. You can talk to a lot of people if you need assistance. There's people that can help you on this campus. If you need something beyond what we can offer, maybe something more personal, something more confidential, I encourage you to go to Central Methodist University. They provide free personal counseling on the Sedalia campus in Fielding 236 from 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Wednesday and Thursday. You can call 660-596-7152 for an appointment. And unfortunately, they are only available in this service on the Sedalia campus. But all of our students, regardless of the campus you attend, are eligible for their services. So please set that up today if you need assistance. Otherwise, please talk to your navigator. Please talk to someone. Community colleges are one of the best places in higher ed in the United States as far as support and resources. So take advantage of those because they're here. They're all around you. In all the years I've been at State Fair, I have heard students often say, well, I've got to drop all my classes or I've got to take a semester off. Rarely is that actually the solution. We have a solution right here on campus for whatever problem they're going through that can help them get through it and keep their education going. Again, you didn't come here to drop out, right? So we want to help you stay the course, finish your degree. Don't forget to ask your navigator for help. Navigator's full title is Student Success Navigators, and so it's very important that you utilize them. That's their whole job is helping you be successful. So if you don't know where to go, please don't hesitate to ask your navigator. If you are on social media, as most people are, but if you are, then please follow the following accounts through Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, or Instagram. And of course, the State Fair has an official account on Twitter. There's the State Fair Athletics Twitter account, Roadrunner Life as Student Activities. And of course, I don't know why you wouldn't follow Dr. Joe Gilgore for really good tweets, right? And anyway, there's Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram. Please follow all of these for lots of information about State Fair. And then there's my contact info. If you need to get a hold of me, I'm in the 756 in Hopkins on the Sedalia campus. That's my phone number, my email address, and of course, once again, my Twitter handle, which you are welcome to contact me there as well. If there's anything any of us can do to help you, please let us know at any time. Thank you very much for taking the time to listen to this message. Please send me any comments to my email address, and I'd be happy to discuss anything with you further. Thanks, and hope you have a great semester.